The red cap for the city of Sheffield, first win of the night, 54-52. Silver for Emma Wood and Leeds, and a bronze medal going to Derwent and Gateshead. Heat number 7. Back to the finals. Please welcome to poolside girls 16 years and under 100-meter freestyle finalists. From lane 0, Newcastle's Jessica Whittle, Middlesbrough's Annabelle Neal, Borough Stockton's Ella Smith, City of Sheffield's Willow Harrison, Harrogate's Amelia Wright, Newcastle's Elizabeth Land, City of Sheffield Kezia Martin, Tadcaster's Poppy Nutman, Durham City Charlotte Judson, and Tadcaster Zara Holt. 100 free final. There are going to be 30 finals in this session. We will have breaks for presentations, but it will be relentless. And a bit like Amelia Wright was earlier today, the 15-year-old for Harrogate, 56.11. Half a second was a leading time from all the qualifiers. Elizabeth Hand, 16 years of age for Newcastle, second fastest. All but one under 60 seconds. And she leads, as she would have hoped and her coaches would have expected. Amelia Wright, the Harrogate swimmer, one of the younger ones in the pool, but leading the way in the water. To her right-hand side, Land for Newcastle, picking up a silver medal in a few seconds' time. Amelia Wright takes the gold, 55.99. Newcastle silver with Elizabeth Land, and Willow Harrison for Sheffield will stand on the third step of the podium. All of them beat their heat times. That's the way you do it in the finals. Next up, over to the boys. Please welcome to poolside finalists in the 17 and over 200 meter freestyle. From lane 0, City of Sheffield's Matthew Money. For Thirsk, Max Walker. For Kingston upon Hull, Joseph Pickering. For Thirsk, Ben Dale Wood. For the City of Leeds, James Dakin. For the City of Leeds, Dan Ransom. For the City of Sheffield, Tom Sumner. For the City of Leeds, Joseph Hall. And for the City of Sheffield, Joseph Parnell. This is the 200 meter freestyle final. Eight lengths of the pool for the next couple of races. James Dakin, 21 years of age. as 2 other Leeds teammates in the pool. 3 for Leeds, 3 for Sheffield. They've been the big 2 squads this weekend. City of Leeds, City of Sheffield, thrashing it out so often in these finals and in the age group pool. Very little at halfway. Ransom leads by 0.6. Into the final 50. And it is James Dakin that has taken over the advantage. Now leads by 0.7 of a second over Dan Ransom. Dan Ransom, who has had, I've said it again, a superb weekend. And he's going to make it a little bit better now, because in 5, that is gold. 148.56, a standout performance. 150 for James Dakin. The only man to go sub 150 today across heats and the final. Bronze for Tom Sumner. So of course with 2 pools running, we're just pausing to let the age groups get underway. If not, we'll crack on. Let's do it, let's crack on with the open finals. Please welcome to poolside the open male 16 years and under 200 meter freestyle finalists. From lane 0 for Derwent and Gateshead, Conan Swinney. For Tynemouth, Daniel Paynton. For Alnwick Dolphins, Alexander Brown. For Darlington, Harry Whitfield. For City of Sheffield, Ho She. For City of Sheffield, Tom Swales. For York City, Stan Sawyer. For Newcastle, Aidan Turner. And for City of Sunderland, Aaron McGee. 200 freestyle final. Age group pool, 200 meter butterfly, heat number 1. Right, in the 216 and under final, Ho She for City of Sheffield's got his teammate next door. They were the 2 fastest, but She was quicker by almost 2 seconds. He is the favourite, but he's not leading right now. That is, in Southern, Aidan Turner. So let's see how this pans out. As Turner gone out too quick, it's Ho She biding his time. He knows what he can do in the second half of these races. Aidan Turner, they're both 16 years of age. A couple of 15-year-olds did make this final. And this could be, wow, it's lining up for a bit of a surprise right now. Plenty to come. Approaching the 150 meter mark. And back comes Ho She. This is becoming a cat and mouse game. Out and back one last time. 153 for she in the heats. Aidan Turner, I'm going to say only a 157. What has he been eating in the break? Because he's come back stronger than ever. Does she know he's there? Yes, he will. Brings to his right-hand side. And nobody here is going to stop Aidan Turner for Newcastle. This is a glorious victory from Lane Southern. 151.47. Beats his heat time by 6 seconds. Silver for she. Bronze for Tom Swales. What a swim from the front. Next event, we go to the girls. This is 17 years and over 50-meter breaststroke. Welcome them to the final. From lane 0, City of Sheffield, Ellen Duffield. For the City of Leeds, Emily Elliott. For Ashington, Katie Stobbs. For Tadcaster, Emily Robson. For City of Sheffield, Bethany Walker. For City of Sheffield, Charlotte Bianchi. For Derwent and Gateshead, Anna Finley. For the City of Sheffield, Phoebe McNicholas. For Cleethorpes, Jamie Lee Moore. And for the City of Leeds, Ella McDermott. 50 breaststroke final. Out and back, just the once. Bethany Walker, 31.74 in the heats. Strong favourite, won it by a second, which over 50 metres is going some. Leads are halfway. That's what her competitors, her challengers would have expected. Now the fight back. Can any of them bring it on? Good return from Anna Finley in 6. Leading the rest of the pack, coming through in 5. Charlotte Bianchi, but Bethany Walker surely has this all wrapped up. Yes, she does, 31.85. Not as quick as the heat, but this time it's the gold medal. Heat number 2. On to our next final. Please welcome to poolside the girls 16 and under 50-meter breaststroke finalists. From lane 0, Morpeth Ava Bremner. For AJ Newcastle, Nadja Dogan. For Harrogate, Daisel Waters. For Onward Dolphins, Harriet Oldfield. For Harrogate, Lily Stansfield. For City of Sheffield, Eve Hibbett. For Borough Stockton, Esme Hall. For Durham City, Millie Rivers. For Doncaster Darts, Jessica Eggett. And for Tadcaster, Zara Holt. 50 breaststroke final. It was a much closer affair in the under 16s in terms of heat times. There was only 1200ths between Stansfield and Hibbett. Harrogate versus Sheffield, both 15 years of age, the younger swimmers in this competition. But again, we see lane number 4 following the trend. Harrogate's on a 33.5, it doesn't matter now. Look at 3, Harriet Oldfield for Olnwick in 3. Who gets there? It's a 1-2. Lily Stansfield takes your goal, she'll be your champion. Just 900ths back, Harriet Oldfield, Eve Hibbett 33.51. Back to the boys, please welcome to poolside your competitors in the open male 100 breaststroke final. From lane 0, Tadcaster's Tanaya Makamadze. Sunderland's Jacob Barnett. For Newcastle, Nicholas Land. For York City, Simon Robson. For City of Sheffield, Ryan Griffiths. For City of Sheffield, Rowan Smith. For East Leeds, Richard Eyre. For City of Sheffield, Sean Smith. For City of Sunderland, Matthew Day. And for Saltburn Marshes, Ryan Woodcock. 100 breaststroke final. Heat number 3. Right, into the last 25 metres, got to wait for these heats to start in the opposite pool, but doesn't raise the tension. In 3, Simon Robson is leading the way for York City, 21 years of age, against those faster in the heats in 4 and 5, Griffiths and Rowan Smith. Can he hang on right towards the wall? Yes, he can. 101.12 for Simon Robson, representing York City. Congrats, Simon. Silver for Ryan Griffiths, bronze for Rowan Smith. Look at that, all in the 101s, the top 3 on the podium steps. Please welcome to poolside your finalists in the open male 16 and under 100 breaststroke final. From lane 0, representing Skipton, Jack Barnes. Representing Skipton, Stanley Dunn. For Borough of Kirklees, Tom Hill. For Alnwick Dolphins, Tom Robinson. For Durham City, Leighton Lavelle. For Morpeth, Harry Douglas. For Thirsk, William Dale Wood. For the City of Wakefield, Rory King. For the City of Leeds, Arthur Owens. And for the City of Leeds, Demolade Ayamoa. 100 breaststroke final. Of course, a combined 15 and 16-year-old final, but 2 15-year-olds inside the yellow lane ropes. Leighton Lavelle, Harry Douglas. Leighton Lavelle is a very strong favourite for this final. He won the heats by 3 seconds. The Durham City swimmer, starting as he means to go on. Nice starts in 3, 5 and 1. For Tom Robinson, Harry Douglas and Stanley Dunn. So in 4, Leighton Lavelle streaking his way towards the gold. He's got 5 behind him who will battle it out for 2 places on the podium. Leading, Tom Robinson in 3. In 5 and 6, Harry Douglas and William Dale Wood. But Leighton Lavelle in an absolute race of his own in lane number 4. What a victory, gold medal 106.06. A 10th back from his heat time, but takes the gold. Next up, back to the girls. Please welcome your finalists in the 400-meter individual medley final. From lane 2, Rotherham Metro's Lacey Grayson. City of Sheffield, Eve Hibbett. For Harrogate, Lois Child. For Derwent Gateshead, Alice Forrest. And for Derwent Gateshead, Abby Whitfield. 400 IM final. So just 5 finalists in the 400 IM after a few withdrawals, but no lacking quality here. All these girls have been phenomenal throughout the entire weekend. 4:53 for Lois Child in the heats. Now, the gold, silver, bronzes have been decided in the 17 and over and the 16 and under. This is pride on the line. We always have an extra race in the finals for all of them to get involved with. This is the best 5 from all of both finals. So we're going to call this as first, second and third, not gold, silver, bronze, just in case you spot that. This is final number 9 of 30 in this session. So 2 have broken away in the early stages, of course. It's a medley. You might have a speciality that can drag you back into this, but looking solid on the second stage, Lois Child and Alice Forrest. So we will have races starting in the age group pool. This is heat number 5. On to leg number 3 on the breaststroke, and starting to kick on Lois Child, our Harrogate swimmer. She has got the fastest heat time by only 1 second earlier. Alice Forrest for Derwent Gateshead was right by her in terms of the timing, but not on her shoulder at the minute, 5 meters between them. Currently in third, Eve Hibbett for the City of Sheffield. Coming up shortly, we do have 50-meter freestyle in the age group pool, so it might feel a bit stop and start in the open, but we've got to respect that there's 2 pools operating. They're racing for medals over there as well. Lois Child's lead is 7 seconds with 100 freestyle to swim. Alice Forrest in a very comfortable second place for Derwent and Gateshead. They were the only two girls in this final to go sub 5 minutes. And they did it by 6 and 7 seconds. Working her way towards home for first place in the 400 IM final. There's a chance here she'll go, well, a very good below 4:53 too. She's going to go a long way under that. So, second 400 IM of the day, and it's a 4. Where's the time? It's about 4:48. I'm going to say 4:48. There it is. 08. Yes. Alice Forrest 4:52. So they've both gone quicker in a non-medal race than they did in the heats earlier. Brilliant work. Heat number 6. Back to our finalists in the open pool. Please welcome your finalists in the 17 and over 100 fly. From lane 0, Leeds Unis, Isaac Buchan. For the City of Sheffield, Miles Kinlin. For the City of Sheffield, Samuel Smith. And for the City of Sheffield, Albert Branch. For the City of Leeds, Archie Minto. For the City of Sheffield, Lewis Horden. For Derwent and Gateshead, Lewis Maxwell. For the City of Sheffield, Adela Kelly. For the City of Sheffield, Ben Harrison. And for East Leeds, Gareth Allen. 100 fly final. Four back-to-back 100-meter races now. 2 for the boys, 2 for the girls. Butterfly and backstroke. Archie Minto, one of those swimmers who keeps appearing at the top of the leaderboard. The 22-year-old City Elite swimmer, 54.68 in the heats. Took it by nearly a second, which over the 100 fly is going well. Lewis Horden, 55.5. And then everybody within a second and a half after that. Hence why this is so close. I'll tell you what, going really well. Adela Kelly for the City of Sheffield in Southern. Currently in silver medal position. Coming through the centre, the yellow cap in 4. For Leeds, Archie Minto, can he hang on? Can he push forward? Yes, he can. Last couple of strokes, takes it. 54.65. 300ths quicker than his heat time. Silver for Lewis Maxwell. And a bronze for Albert Branch. Well done, guys. Next event, 50 freestyle, heat number 1. Please welcome to the open pool side, 16 and under boys 100 fly finalists. From lane 0, Tadcasters Luke Wise. For Sheffield, Tom Swales. For Cleethorpes, Andrew Hunter. For Middlesbrough, Rob Shipley. For Leeds, Tom Woofenden. For Derwent and Gateshead, Ben Beale. For Middlesbrough, Will Hewitt. For Tynemouth, Adam Meikle. For Newcastle, Christian Matheson. And for Newcastle, Finn Proud. 100 fly final. Heat 2. Towards halfway in our first 100 final. Under 16 butterfly. Top work from Ben Beale through 50 meters, 26.53. 500's only between him and Tom Woofenden. And then another couple of tenths back to Will Hewitt. These finals will be incredibly close, as will the female backstrokes. Enjoy the next few minutes. We've got an hour to go with this year. We're nowhere near done. Plenty to come. Look at these two down the centre, Tom Woofenden and Ben Beale. They will go head to head. Symmetry in motion. Somebody's got to win it though. It's Ben Beale. For Derwent and Gateshead, 56.42, wins it by 900ths of a second. Rob Shipley bronze. Please welcome to poolside your girls in the 17 years and over 100 metre backstroke final. From lane 0, York City's Chloe McDonald. Borough of Stockton's Millie Linton. City of Bradford's Gina Warrior. City of Leeds, Matilda Potter. City of Sheffield, Candice Hall. City of Sheffield, Libby Monday. King Scarborough, Eliza Hammond. And Morpeth, Katie Coventry. 100 back final. Backstroke ledges go in to build the tension ahead of the 100 back final, first of two. And that race is underway. We can crack on with a bit of comms for the last 25 on the 100 backstroke final. It will be all ours soon, the venue, don't worry. In 5, Candice Hall leading Matilda Potter. Sheffield versus Leeds. It's been the big rivalry all weekend long. The red cap versus the yellow caps. On this occasion, Candice Hall and the city of Sheffield will take it 101.08. Wins it by 4/10. Silver Matilda Potter for Leeds, and Sheffield again on the podium with Libby Monday, 103.38. Please welcome to poolside your finalists and the girls 16 years and under 100-meter backstroke final. From lane 0, Newcastle's Jessica Whittle. Tadcaster's Darcy Jackson. City of Sheffield's Annabelle Cook. For Newcastle, Evelyn Hallisey. For the Middlesbrough, Annabelle Neal. For York City, Eva Parkin. For City of Wakefield, Naomi Broadley. And for York City, Ava Turner. 100 back final. Approaching halfway, not a lot to separate your top. Well, let's say everybody, middle 5 at least. Kirk Hallisey, Neil Parkin. Darcy Jackson also up there, just starting to kick on through the middle. Evelyn Hallisey. Newcastle looking for their second gold of the evening. Looking good, body length advantage into the final 25. Silver looking at Annabelle Neal and Annabelle Cook for Sheffield, but out in front, representing Newcastle, Evelyn Hallisey, 102.49 for gold. Quicker than a heat time, fastest in the heats, doubles up in the final. Silver for Neal, bronze for Cook. Sticking with the backstroke, please welcome to poolside finalists in the 17 and over 50-meter back final. From lane 1, AJ Newcastle's Lucas Lowry. City of Sheffield's Ben Cross. For Durham City, Will Gibson. For City of Sheffield, Ollie Davis Tootle. For City of Leeds, Charlie Broom. For Middlesbrough, Tom McDermott. For Skipton, Will Skiggs. For City of Sheffield, Matthew Money. For Borough of Stockton, Elliot Arnell. And for Middlesbrough, Ed Renshaw. The 50 back final, let's go. Out and back once, 25.6 seconds all it took Charlie Broom earlier. The fastest backstroke swimmer of the entire competition. 21-year-old for the City of Leeds. Leads are halfway by the thinnest of margins to his right-hand side on the way back. Tom McDermott representing Middlesbrough to his left-hand side going well. Ollie Davies-Tootle for the City of Sheffield. This is going to be close. It could be Davies-Tootle here on the wall. It is by 1/10 of a second. Sheffield take it over Leeds. Davies-Tootle first, Tom McDermott second for Middlesbrough. 200ths back only, and then 800ths to Charlie Broom. 1/10 of a second between first, second and third. Please welcome to poolside your finalists in the 16 years and under 50 back final. From 0, York City, Zach Feeden. For Newcastle, Harry Gibson. For Kingston upon Hull, Dylan Hill. For Derwent Gateshead, Conan Swinney. For City of Sheffield, Jensen Owen. For York City, Stan Sawyer. For Alnwick Dolphins, Tom Robinson. For City of Bradford, Dexter Woodward. For Newcastle, Owen Brown. And for Selby, Alfie Whitwell. 50 back final, let's go. Can we get closer than 200ths of a second between gold and silver? Well, not by much, but maybe a tie yesterday. 26.5 for Sheffield, Jensen Owen. He did win the heat by, you guessed it, 200ths of a second. But Stan Sawyer, who was runner-up in the heat, is leading the way towards the wall. Coming back though, Jensen Owen. It's so close again, 700ths. And it goes to York City and Stan Sawyer. Jensen Owen silver and a bronze to Conan Swinney. Back to the girls in the finals. Welcome to poolside, you're 17 years and over. 200-meter butterfly finalists. From lane 0, Harrogate to Laura Shaw. For Derwent to Gateshead, Isabel Fox. For Borough of Stockton, Alice Ward. For Morpeth, Seren Talentire. For City of Sheffield, Shannon Stott. For the City of Leeds, Matilda Potter. For Borough of Stockton, Nadine Wilson. For Newcastle, Catherine Noble. For Durham City, Rebecca Augier. And for City of Bradford, Jasmine Shea. 200 fly final. Right, we've gone from 50s back out to 200s. And on the subjectively toughest stroke of all on the fly, you don't earn many more medals better than you do on the distance flight. Seren Talentire will lead through the very early stages. A name we've said several times, having a great weekend, as is Shannon Stott and Matilda Potter. They're all still here at the end of the weekend, like they were at the start. But already, not even quite at halfway, but making their presence felt amongst the field, as other than two start to fall away slightly. Shannon Stott going with Talentire, Matilda Potter hanging on to third at the minute. And then she pulls her body length on the Dean Wilson, currently in fourth. So do we have a two-woman race already? Looks like it. 75 to swim. Seren Talentire, the star of the Morpeth team, shall we say, 17 years of age. And Shannon Stott, the far more experienced 25-year-old for the city of Sheffield. Things looking very good for a bronze for Matilda Potter and the city of Leeds. She's swung away from the competition for the third step of the podium. And just like that, Shannon Stott does the same to Seren Talentire. So in for Shannon Stott for the city of Sheffield. Oh so close for the first 300, and then she moved on, found one more gear, and she'll pick up a gold, 2:11.83. Silver for Seren Talentire and Morpeth, and a bronze all day long for Matilda Potter. Well done, girls. Gold, silver, bronze all locked in. Now, straight on, let's welcome to poolside. Girls in the 16 years and under 200 metre butterfly final. From lane 0, Borough of Stockton's Jenny Smith. For City of Leeds, Molly Norton. For City of Leeds, Ava Connell. For Harrogate, Lily Stansfield. For Doncaster Darts, Phoebe Wetherill. For Stokesley, Scariot Capaldi. For City of Sheffield, Molly Hughes. And for City of Leeds, V. Panera Lavita. 200 fly final for the girls, let's go. So a wonderful final for the 17 years and over. We anticipate and hope for the same for the 16 years and under. Slightly smaller field with just the 8 competitors compared to the 10. In fact, Southern, no lane 8, no Panera Lavita. How long till we see the first breakaway? I've got to say, it wasn't 2 seconds between Stansfield and Wetherill in the heats. Both of them 15 years of age. Then just a few tenths back to Ava Connell. Stansfield just leads through 75. We head towards the halfway mark. Phoebe Wetherill, the closest chaser, and going well in 1, Jenny Smith. .75 to swim. Still Stansfield and Harrogate. Neck and neck. A body length behind Ava Connell for Leeds and Phoebe Wetherill for Doncaster Darts. Equally behind them, flanking in 2 and 6. Molly Norton and Scarlett Capaldi. 50 to swim. We've got a leader and a tie for second and third. We've not had many ties this week and only one for a medal. As yesterday in the early stages of the Open finals. Ava Connell starts to make a move. Is she trying to just get away from Wetherell, or is she going to try and chase down Stansfield? She'll give it everything, but the quality of Lily Stansfield and Harrogate throughout the entire day in the 200 fly will pay off with a gold medal, 144.85. Harrogate on top, Ava Connell, and Leeds 145.97, Wetherell third and bronze 146.17. The Doncaster Darts on the third step. Please welcome to poolside your competitors in the 17 years and over male 200 IM final. From lane 0 for Thirsk, Ben Dale Wood. For Sheffield, Ben Harrison. For Newcastle, Nicholas Land. For Derwent and Gateshead, Lewis Maxwell. For the City of Leeds, Dan Ransom. For the City of Leeds, Charlie Broom. For York City, Simon Robson. For City of Sheffield, Sean Smith. For the City of Sunderland, Jacob Barnett. And for Kingston upon Hull, Joe Pickering. 200 IM final. Swimmers stand down, please. Swimmers stand down. Just a correction to make with our equipment behind the scenes. So we'll come back to the finals in a moment. Elsewhere in the age group pool, heat number 3 underway of the female 400 freestyle, last event of the championship in the age group pool. And only 3 more heats remaining to their regional championships conclusion. The last medals up for grabs. We are 18 finals down and 12 to go in the open pool. Still plenty more to come, 12 chances to grab glory at these North East Championships. And we are good to go once again, 200 IM final. So at the second chance we get underway. 2 lots of 200 IM. Daniel Ransom stood out like a beacon in the heats. Winner by 6 full seconds over his teammate from the City of Leeds, Charlie Broom. Although 4 years is younger, joint youngest in the water at 17, or 17 this year. And then another 3 seconds to the next competitor, which was in Lewis Maxwell in 3. But starting the best alongside, no surprise, Daniel Ransom, in 6 is Simon Robson. And the pink cap of York City. Going well in 1, Ben Harrison. Of course, individual medley, anything can happen. So we let the 400s get underway. And back into the 200 IM. It's still Daniel Ransom, and it's still Simon Robson. Clearly not having his, or requiring his best performance in the heats. They're not necessary. All you need is a top 10 time. And then you do what you do. Onto the freestyle. 50 metres to swim, out and back. Bronze could be going to lane number 1, and Ben Harrison currently occupying that ahead of Lewis Maxwell in 3. But your winner, your champion, your gold medalist, it's only ever been in one direction. It's Daniel Ransom for the City of Leeds, a 1:57.99. That is phenomenal. And his heat time was good enough. He's broken it again. Silver for Simon Robson, 2:02.70. And from lane 1, Ben Harrison picks up a bronze. Please welcome to poolside the 16 years and under 200 IM finalists. From lane 1, City of Leeds, Patrick O'Hara. For Newcastle, Matthew Scott. For Derwent and Gateshead, Conan Swinney. For Middlesbrough, Rob Shipley. For Kingston upon Hull, Dylan Hill. For City of Leeds, Hayden Lamb. For Oldwick Dolphins, Alexander Brown. And for Borough of Stockton, Michael O'Neill. 200 IM final. Much closer on the heat times in the 16 years and under. 2:11 for Rob Shipley for Middlesbrough. 2:13 Dylan Hill. Likewise Conan Swinney for Derwent and Gateshead. Then several 2:15s. Got to be on the ball to pick up golds in the finals. Nothing to mention through 50 metres, all involved. Who's best on the backstroke, starting well. Matthew Scott, actually official leader through 50 metres, and looking to grow it on the backstroke. In 4, Rob Shipley, fastest earlier, second. In 3rd, I'm sticking Michael O'Neill in that position right now. Coming through in 5, Dylan Hill. It is still through 50 and 100 metres, Matthew Scott for Newcastle. In the centre on the breaststroke. Rob Shipley in 2nd. Is he just waiting to pounce? And these two at the front have a body length advantage on the field. Conan Swinney for Derwent and Gateshead in 3, lying 3rd and bronze. Then in 5, Dylan Hill. And Kingston upon Hull. On the far side of 8, Michael O'Neill just falling back on the breaststroke. But look at this from Rob Shipley. Fantastic for Middlesbrough in 4. Specialising on the breaststroke. And he's given himself a 2nd and a bit advantage. 1.5 Rob Shipley, Matthew Scott in 2nd for Newcastle. In 3rd place, Conan Swinney for Derwent and Gateshead. In lane 3, here they come then. Last chance saloon. Going to be the last medal for plenty of these swimmers. Battle for bronze is heating up, maybe even silver. Because here comes on the freestyle Dylan Hill. Kingston upon Hull, can they steal it at the death? But going all the way towards the number 1 spot in 4, Rob Shipley of Middlesbrough. Tracking swim 2:09.12, only man of the 2:10 today. What a finish! A tie for silver. Dylan Hill and Conan Swinney in 2:11.8. Rob Shipley on top, you cannot separate Swinney and Hill. Please welcome to poolside in the open pool, finalists in the female 400 meter freestyle. From lane 0, Derwent to Gateshead, Emily Maxwell. For Newcastle, Katie Otterson. For Derwent to Gateshead, Alice Forrest. For Borough of Stockton, Ella Smith. For City of Sheffield, Shannon Stott. For City of Sheffield, Molly Baker. For Newcastle, Elizabeth Land. For Borough of Stockton, Emma Price. For City of Sheffield, Willow Harrison. And for City of Leeds, Millie Threlfall. 400 metre freestyle final. So this one is our second of two non-medal finals. The gold, silver, bronzes have been won already in the 16 and under and the 17 and over, but we combined to give them another chance. This is our 400 final. The first, second and third glory, regardless of age group. Looking at around about 4:10, 4:15. Over in the age group, we're heat number 5 of their 400 freestyle. They are racing for medals. Penultimate for their entire championship. One last big effort. Presentations will be taking place on the balcony for photos. We won't be announcing them. Too much going on, too much excitement. But do go and collect your medals. When those take place, get your photo. Halfway in the 400 free final. And nobody yet breaking rank and really moving on. All happy to swim as a pack together. Lots of tactics underway here. Somebody will break eventually, stick it into 6th and say see you later. This could be a thrilling finish. 4 is currently 3 on the turn. Ella Smith, Shannon Stott, Molly Baker. I'm going to stick Emma Price in there as well. Good turn from Alice Forrest too to make it a front 5 again. A little bit back and forth this, 3/4 of the way, 100 to swim. Who's going to be first to show all their cards? Heat 5 concluding over in the age group pool. One more to come for them. Again, this is the first, second and third. This is not for gold, silver, bronze. Out and back one more time. Just in time to see a great finish from Shannon Stott, 4:14.29. Not as quick as the heats, but to be expected. The end of a long weekend. Molly Baker second, Ella Smith third. 4:14, 4:15, 4:16. Please welcome to poolside your first set of finalists in the 50 freestyle open male competition. First up in lane 2, representing Thirsk, Max Walker. Elliot Arnell for the Borough of Stockton. Louis Ennis for Borough of Barnsley. Tom Sumner, City of Sheffield. And Dan Pollard representing Kingston upon Hull. This is an 11-man final over 5 and 6, so we're going to call this Final A. So we have got an 11-man final. This is part 1 of our final. Out to the wall and back. Leading the way, Elliot Arnell. Representing Borough of Stockton. Coming through in 5, Tom Sumner for the City of Sheffield. The time to beat is going to be 23.7. So keep a note of that time, 23.7. We've got 6 more swimmers to come. A unique scenario, yes. Please welcome to poolside your finalists in the 17 and over 50 metre freestyle, Part B. From lane 2, Derwent Gateshead, Edward Armitage. For the City of Sheffield, Sam Smith. For the City of Sheffield, Tom Watkin. For the City of Leeds, Matthew Rooney. For the City of Leeds, James Dakin. And for East Leeds, Richard Eyre. 50 metre final, Part B, 22.7, 23.7 to beat. 23.7 is the time to beat. Set in 50 final part A. In 4, Tom Wakin from the city of Sheffield. 23-year-old, 22.28 earlier on today. And that is more than enough, 22.41. It will be gold for Tom Watkin. A silver for Matthew Rooney. In fact, they tie, a second tie of the evening. James Dakin and Matty Rooney, both 23.12, the teammates. They will stand together on the second step of the podium. Please welcome to poolside the competitors in the male 16 years and under 50-meter freestyle final. From lane 0, Newcastle's Quintin Chang. For Alnwick Dolphins, Tom Robinson. For Tynemouth, Adam Meikle. For City of Sheffield, Jensen Owen. For Tynedale, Tom Bickford. For Cleethorpes, Andrew Hunter. For Sheffield City, Daniel Chenery. For City of Leeds, Conor McCullen. For City of Leeds, Sam Hill. And for Sheffield City, Axel Robinson. 50 free final. This one, much more straightforward, just the 10 in the 16 and under. Gotta say, Tom Bickford for Tynedale. I don't think we've seen a gold medal for Tynedale this week, and this would be special. 15 years of age, won the Eats by 0.6 of a second. It's going to be ever so close again. Alongside him in 3, Jensen Owen, and to his right, Andrew Hunter. It is 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, and 5. Jensen Owen wins gold. Tom Bickford silver. Andrew Hunter bronze. Please welcome to poolside your girls in the 17 years and over 200-meter breaststroke final. From lane 0, Sheffield, Elizabeth Wright. For Derwent and Gateshead, Abby Whitfield. For Morpeth, Isabel Munnick. For Tadcaster, Emily Robson. For City of Sheffield, Charlotte Bianchi. For Derwent and Gateshead, Anna Finley. For Morpeth, Katie Coventry. For City of Wakefield, Rose Keefe. For Skipton, Phoebe Oliver. And for Richmond Dale, Isabel Ellis. 200 breaststroke final. Okay, the venue's all ours. Age groups all concluded. We've got 7 finals to swim. Through 50 meters. Charlotte Bianchi, no shock to see her up top. She won the heat by 6 seconds. 19-year-old for City of Sheffield. Derwent and Gateshead second with Anna Finley, Emily Robson, Katie Coventry. For Tadcaster and Morpeth, they occupy the central 4 lanes. And Charlotte Bianchi's time earlier, 2:20. That was special. If we see quicker than that again, it'll be incredible. On her tail in 5, Anna Finley. For Derwent and Gateshead, those two now move away. And there's a 4-woman fight currently for that third step of the podium. Emily Robson leads it in 3. Next door in 2, Isabel Munnock for Morpeth. 2 Morpeth swimmers in the top 5 fastest on the 200 breaststroke. You tend to find some clubs do have specialities. Maybe that's one for Morpeth. The gaps are getting bigger between first and second and for third. Emily Robson trying to get a grip on bronze medal position. Body length advantage now over Isabel Munnock. Back they come, last 25. This is gold, silver, bronze. All the way home now for Charlotte Bianchi. 2:28. Can she match it? Can she beat it? Surely not twice in one day. She's going to go ever so close, you know. She will. 2:27.17. It's incredible swimming for the City of Sheffield star. Anna Finley just outside on 2:30. She goes 4 seconds quicker than her heat time. Anna Finley, hats off. And Emily Robson, 2:38. Also a second quicker. They've all bettered their heat times in the final. Well done, girls. Those times are confirmed with 1 DQ, doesn't affect the top 3. Please welcome to poolside your finalists in the 16 and under 200 metre breaststroke final. From lane 0, Harrogate, Stacey Waters. For City of Sheffield, Sienna Chung. For Borough Stockton, Esme Hall. For Oldwick Dolphins, Harriet Oldfield. For City of Sheffield, Annabelle Cook. For City of Sheffield, Eve Hibbert. For City of Wakefield, Naomi Broadley. For Harrogate, Lily Stansfield. For Harrogate, Amit Maltz. And for Derwent and Gateshead, Joey Lau. 200 breaststroke final. It was a 4-second win for Annabelle Cook. Eve Hibbert 2:37 against Cook's 2:33. And then everyone else 2:40 and above. So this could be a bit of a rinse and repeat from our 17 and over 200 breaststroke final. Very similar possibilities. And it's a completely even split between 16-year-olds and 15-year-olds. Of course, next year, those are the 16 move up to the next category, 17 and over. Some, of course, will do the double. Not a lot to separate them through the first 50 metres, other than to say Annabelle Cook is leading. Got a teammate next door, as have the Harrogate. Stansfield and Moult will work together. Harrogate teammates in 7 and 8. And we are approaching the closing stages. Final 25, no change in your leader, Annabelle Cook for the city of Sheffield. Teammate next door, Eve Hibbett. However, in 2, what a finish coming from Esme Hall. The Borough of Stockton 15-year-old could jump on the podium here in 3rd place. Cookie takes the top spot, gold 236, 238 silver for Hibbett, and Esme Hall does pick up a bronze. Well done, 239. She finished so strongly, nearly pipped silver. Next up, back to the boys. Welcome to poolside, the 17 years and over 100-meter individual medley finalists. From lane 0, Darlington's Alex Morton. Newcastle's Alexander Whittle. For City of Sheffield, Lewis Horden. For Middlesbrough, Tom McDermott. For York City, Simon Robson. City of Leeds, Charlie Broom. City of Sheffield, Ben Harrison. Kingston upon Hulls, Joe Pickering. For Bridlington, Tom Eblett. And for Driffield, Isaac Barker. 100 IM final. Might be different for you, but living on the south coast, Driffield is a new one for me. Isaac Barker not representing though, lane 9 is empty. As is lane 0 actually, so 8 competing. 5 of these guys went sub 60 seconds in the heats. Horton, McDermott, Robson, Broom and Harrison. Ben Harrison led at halfway, ahead of Simon Robson. And then in 5, Charlie Broom. So here we go. Simon Robson, best in the heats, 57.63, only by 800ths. And York City, that is a phenomenal win in the 100 IM. Gold medal for Simon Robson, 55.38. Takes 2 seconds off his heat time. Silver Ben Harrison, bronze Charlie Broom. Again, 4 go sub 60 this time. Please welcome to poolside, 16 years and under, boys 100-meter IM finalists. From lane 0, City of Sheffield's Tom Swales. Onwick Dolphins, Tom Robinson. City of Bradford's Kai Myers. City of Leeds, Connor McCullen. City of Sheffield, How How She. York City, Stan Sawyer. Derwent Gateshead, Ben Beale. Bridlington's Oliver Tootle. Middlesbrough's Will Hewitt. And City of Leeds, Sam Hill. 100 IM final. Just 5 races left to close out the entirety of these Northeast Championship Short Course 2025. 5 more golds, 5 more champions. Wow, a great race in the 17 and over. Let's repeat that. Great start for Stan Sawyer. Clearly butterfly and backstroke specialist. What's he like on the breaststroke? Well, he was second fastest in the heats. Only one swimmer went sub 60 seconds earlier today. That was Ho Ho She, 59.27. He is the favourite for this one, won it by 3/4 of a second. Here he comes back, but he's got some chasing to do because Stan Sawyer leads. Sawyer for York City, she for City of Sheffield, and it will be Stan Sawyer, 58.17. Incredibly smashes the water in celebration. That is a phenomenal swim. Silver for she, bronze for Beale, all three sub 60. That is wonderful. Please welcome to poolside the girls in the 17 years and over 200 back final. From lane 0, City leads Oscana Washit-Jadiok. For Rotherham Metro, Lacey Grayson. For Borough of Stockton, Millie Linton. For City of Bradford, Gina Warrior. For City of Sheffield, Candice Hall. For Morpeth, Gabriel Freeman. For City of Sheffield, Libby Monday. For Borough of Stockton, Nadine Wilson. For Derwent and Gateshead, Alicia Hodgson. And for Borough of Stockton, Jess Thomas. 200 back final. Away we go. Candice Hall enjoyed her backstroke this morning. 20-year-old for Sheffield, 2:13.76. Led by a second and a half. But she started like she means business, my goodness. Lots of red caps down the middle. 2 for Sheffield, 1 for Morpeth in between, Gabriel Freeman, Libby Monday on the other side. Only 3 girls went sub 2:20, Gina Warrior was the other for City of Bradford. Candice Hall is not mucking around. Gabriel Freeman for Morpeth will try her best to stick with her. Gina Warrior in 3 moves into 3rd place. In 6, Libby Monday just drops a touch to 4th. That's on my view anyway. That is the way. Millie Linton in 5th, Nadine Wilson in 6th. All of those at 1:10. We're halfway. No change, ever so close for 3rd though, the bronze right now between Gina Warrior and Libby Monday. Candice Hall's lead grows to 3 seconds. Then the gap back to the girls from Gabrielle Freeman to Monday and Warrior. Hard to see anybody else getting in this fight for the top 3. And back they come. Candice Hall went out strong, stayed strong. Nobody's taken the gold away from the city of Sheffield and Candice Hall. Silver will go to Gabrielle Freeman. Candice Hall stops the clock around 2:12. Freeman 2:16. And Livy Monday comes back for City of Sheffield. They take 2 steps on the podium, 2:18.41. Candice Hall goes quicker again in the final. We see it so often from the top swimmers. Please welcome to poolside your swimmers in the 16 years and under 200 metre backstroke final. From lane 1, City of Leeds, Millie Walker. For Sunderland, Matilda Smith. For City of Sheffield, Annabelle Cook. For Newcastle, Evelyn Hallisey. For Newcastle, Elizabeth Land. For Tadcaster, Darcy Jackson. City of Bradford, Maisie Ray. And for Durham City, Ailsa Rogers. Wow, 200 backstroke final. Ailsa Rogers is very popular in Durham City, isn't she? Newcastle supporters been wonderful this weekend, guys. Thank you so much. Always making the noise. You've been you're my favourite. I shouldn't have favourites, but you are, honestly. Every Newcastle time, it's a big cheer. It's wonderful. Kicking off in 4, Newcastle's Evelyn Hallisey. In 3, Annabelle Cook for City of Sheffield. Elizabeth Land for Newcastle in 5, then Darcy Jackson in 4. Cracking start for Hallisey. And we've already got, look at this, a group of 5 in the centre, work to do for Ray and Rogers. At halfway, 5 going for 3 medals. Hallisey 105 leads by 2 seconds. Land, Cook, Smith, Jackson, Ray and Rogers. This is getting better and better. And tighter for steps 2 and 3. Elizabeth Land moves ahead of Annabelle Cook for 2nd and then 3rd. Here comes Matilda Smith, representing Sunderland. Not out of this yet by a long shot. Darcy Jackson for Tadcaster in a similar position. But Newcastle lead the way with Evelyn Hallisey. With a 2:16.53 in the heats. Looking like she's going to beat that by some. But all important gold, and it's a victory length for Hallisey. Behind her in 5, Elizabeth Land. Is going to be 2 for Newcastle on the top 2 steps of the podium, all the way towards the wall. 2:13.3, cracking swim, cracking time, and she'll be joined by Elizabeth Land. In 3rd place, Annabelle Cook. We'll just wait for Land's time to pop up. There it is, 2:19.49. And Cookie gets the bronze, 2:21.08. Great final, 2 more to come. Those times all confirmed. Please welcome to poolside your finalist in the male 17 years and over 50 fly final. From lane 0, Middlesbrough's Tom McDermott. For City of Sheffield, Sam Smith. For the City of Sheffield, Adela Kelly. For East Leeds, Gareth Allen. For Derwent and Gateshead, Lewis Maxwell. For City of Sheffield, Lewis Horden. City of Leeds, Archie Minto. For Durham City, Will Gibson. For City of Sheffield, Miles Kinlin. And for Leeds University, Isaac Buchan. 50 fly final. Two 50-metre butterfly finals to close out the competition. Lewis Maxwell, 22 for Derwent and Gateshead, 24.69 earlier. Took the Hinks by 0.3 of a second. Nothing to separate them at 25 metres. Great return on the turn by Lewis Maxwell though. Coming well in 6, Archie Minto for City of Leeds. Coming through in 5, Lewis Horden. All on the wall. Maxwell, 24.71. Derwent and Gateshead get a gold. Penultimate of this championship, Archie Minto takes a silver for Leeds, and City of Sheffield, Adela Kelly from lane 2, bronze. For the last time, please welcome to poolside the 16 years and under 50 fly finalists. From lane 0, City of Sunderland's Carol Alexander. For Bradford, Kai Myers. For Tynemouth, Adam Meikle. For City of Leeds, Conor McCullen. For City of Leeds, Tom Woofenden. For Cleethorpes, Andrew Hunter. For Bridlington, Ollie Tootle. For Middlesbrough, Rob Shipley. For the City of Leeds, Sam Hill. And for Peterlee, James Hadwin. 50 fly final. This is it, last race of the entire championships. Leeds all down the middle, Conor McCullen, Tom Woofenden. Cleethorpes, can Cleethorpes grab the last goal with Andrew Hunter? They hit the wall, turn for home, 3 in front. It is Woofenden, Hunter and Tootle, but leading the way to the final 10. Tom Woofenden for the City of Leeds, such a great competition over the last couple of days, 25-30. And the City of Leeds take the last gold of the championship. Tom Woofenden, silver for Ollie Tootle, representing Bridlington, and Andrew Hunter from lane 5 and Cleethorpes. That, folks, is racing at the 2025 North East Region Championship Short Course. All done. A massive thank you to our officials at poolside all weekend. Sterling work as ever. Plenty more behind the scenes that you don't get to see, but the championship doesn't work without them. Congratulations to all of our swimmers, the best in the region. Heat swimmers, finalists, medalists and champions. Congratulations to all. Thank you to those watching online and being in the venue. Hope you've enjoyed yourselves. It's been a pleasure to bring it to you from my position up here commentating. What a joy. We will of course have the presentations. If you wish to collect your medal, I know a lot of you want to get home. It's been a long weekend and you've got a bit of travelling to do from Sheffield.